Struggling to pass your theory test on the first try? Congratulations! You've found the right channel. This is the hardest updated DVSA-styled questions video out there. Today, we'll go through 100 essential mock test questions, with the last 10 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Let's dive in and get started. Question 1. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Quayside or river bank. You should be careful in these locations, as the road surface is likely to be wet and slippery. There may be a steep drop to the water, and there may not be a barrier along the edge of the road. Question 2. This sign tells you that vehicles may be. Answer is B. Parked partially on the verge or footway. This sign tells you that vehicles may be parked partially on the verge or footway. Question 3. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is B. Distance to deceleration lane. Countdown markers indicate the distance to the start of the deceleration lane. Each bar represents about 100 yards. Question 4. What does the following sign mean? Answer is A. End of dual carriageway. This sign warns you that you have reached the end of the dual carriageway. Question 5. You come across the following sign. What does it mean? Answer is B. Horse-drawn vehicles likely to be on the road. This sign warns you that horse-drawn vehicles are likely to be on the road. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership. Link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. You're driving along this road. What should you do if the red car cuts in close in front of you? Answer is B. Drop back to leave the correct separation distance. There are times when other drivers make incorrect or ill-judged decisions. Be tolerant and try not to retaliate or react aggressively. Always consider the safety of other road users, your passengers, and yourself. Question 7. How would underinflated tires affect your vehicle? Answer is C. The vehicle's stopping distance would increase. Your tires are your only contact with the road. To prevent problems with braking and steering, keep your tires free from defects. They must have sufficient tread depth and be correctly inflated. Correct tire pressures help reduce the risk of skidding and provide a safer and more comfortable drive or ride. Question 8. What makes the vehicle in the picture environmentally friendly? Answer is D. It's powered by electricity. Trams are powered by electricity and therefore don't emit exhaust fumes. They ease traffic congestion by offering drivers an alternative to using their car, particularly in busy cities and towns. Question 9. How will a roof rack affect your car? Answer is B. Fuel consumption will increase. A roof rack increases your car's wind resistance. This will cause an increase in fuel consumption, so you should remove it when it isn't being used. An aerodynamically designed roof rack or box will help reduce wind resistance to a minimum, but the rack or box should still be removed when it isn't in use. Question 10. Which driving technique can help you save fuel? Answer is B. Missing out some gears. Missing out intermediate gears, when appropriate, helps to reduce the amount of time spent accelerating and decelerating, the times when your vehicle uses the most fuel. Question 11. You have to make an unexpected journey. You're carrying a 5-year-old child on the back seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, tall. How should you seat them if a correct child restraint isn't available? Answer is D. Using an adult seat belt. In journeys of unexpected necessity, and when a correct child restraint isn't available, the child must sit on the rear seat and use an adult seat belt. In a collision, unrestrained objects and people can cause serious injury or even death. Question 12. How much can stopping distances increase in icy conditions? Answer is B. 10 times. Tire grip is greatly reduced in icy conditions. For this reason, you need to allow up to 10 times the stopping distance you would allow on dry roads. Question 13. You're driving along a country road. You see this sign. What should you do after dealing safely with the hazard? Answer is D. Test your brakes. If your brakes have been thoroughly soaked, you should check that they're working properly before you build up speed again. Before you do this, remember to check your mirrors and consider what's behind you. Question 14. You're approaching a crossroads. What should you do if the traffic lights have failed? Answer is D. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. When approaching a junction where the traffic lights have failed, you should proceed with caution. Treat the situation as an unmarked junction and be prepared to stop. Question 15. Why are vehicle mirrors often slightly curved, convex? Answer is B. They give a wider field of vision. Although a convex mirror gives a wide view of the scene behind, you should be aware that it won't show you everything behind or to the side of your vehicle. Before you move off, you'll need to look over your shoulder to check for anything not visible in the mirrors. Question 16. How can you use your vehicle's engine as a brake? Answer is B. By changing to a lower gear. When driving on downhill stretches of road, selecting a lower gear gives increased engine braking. This will prevent excessive use of the brakes, which become less effective if they overheat. Question 17. What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicator? Answer is A. Stay behind and don't overtake. Be cautious and don't attempt to overtake. The driver may be unsure of the location of a junction and may turn suddenly. Question 18. You're driving on this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? Answer is A. There are roadworks ahead of you. Look well ahead and read any road signs as you drive. They're there to inform you of what's ahead. In this case, you may need to slow down and change direction. Check your mirrors so you know what's happening around you before you change speed or direction. Question 19. What should you do if it's raining and you're following this lorry on a motorway? Answer is D. Be aware of spray reducing your vision. The usual 2-second time gap increases to 4 seconds when the roads are wet. If you stay well back, you'll be able to see past the vehicle or be out of the spray thrown up by the lorry's tires, or give yourself more time to stop if the need arises, or increase your chances of being seen by the lorry driver. Question 20. Why should you check for motorcyclists just before turning right into a side road? Answer is B. They may be overtaking on your right. Never attempt to change direction to the right without first checking your right-hand mirror and blind spot. A motorcyclist might not have seen your signal and could be hidden by other traffic. This observation should become a matter of routine. Question 21. What should you do if the traffic in the left-hand lane is slowing? Answer is D. Slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. Allow the traffic to merge into the left-hand lane. Leave enough room so that you can maintain a safe separation distance, even if vehicles pull in ahead of you. Question 22. What would you do if you see older people crossing the road ahead? Answer is A. Be patient and allow them to cross in their own time. Be aware that older people might take a long time to cross the road. They might also be hard of hearing and not hear you approaching. Don't hurry older people across the road by getting too close to them or revving your engine. Question 23. Why should you look carefully for motorcyclists and cyclists at junctions? Answer is C. They're harder to see. Cyclists and motorcyclists are smaller than other vehicles and so are more difficult to see. They can easily be hidden from your view by cars parked near a junction. Question 24. Where would you see this sign? Answer is C. On a school bus. School buses can stop to pick up or drop off school children at places that aren't designated bus stops. Watch out for children crossing the road to catch the bus or from the far side of the bus if they've just been dropped off. Question 25. What should you do if the left-hand pavement is closed due to street repairs? Answer is A. Watch out for pedestrians walking in the road. Where street repairs have closed off pavements, proceed carefully and slowly, as pedestrians might have to walk in the road. Question 26. Which vehicle is most likely to take an unusual course at a roundabout? Answer is D. Long vehicle. Long vehicles might have to take a slightly different position when approaching the roundabout or going around it. This is to stop the rear of the vehicle cutting in and mounting the curb. Question 27. When would you use the right-hand lane of a two-lane dual carriageway? Answer is C. When you're turning right or overtaking. Normally you should travel in the left-hand lane and only use the right-hand lane for overtaking or turning right. Move back into the left lane as soon as it's safe, but don't cut in across the path of the vehicle you've just passed. Question 28. A cycle lane, marked by a solid white line, is in operation. What does this mean for car drivers? Answer is D. They mustn't drive along the lane. While it's in operation, other vehicles must not use this part of the carriageway except to pick up or set down passengers. At other times, when the lane isn't in operation, you should still be aware that there may be cyclists using the lane. Give them plenty of room as you pass and allow for their movement from side to side, especially in windy weather or on a bumpy road. Question 29. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. Neither you or your passenger are disabled. What should you do if the only free spaces are marked for disabled drivers? Answer is B. Wait for a regular parking space to become free. It's illegal to park in a space reserved for disabled drivers unless you're permitted to do so. These spaces are provided for people with limited mobility, who may need extra space to get in and out of their vehicle. Question 30. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is B. Give priority to oncoming traffic. Priority signs are normally shown where the road is narrow and there isn't enough room for two vehicles to pass. Examples are narrow bridges, roadworks, and where there's a width restriction. Make sure you know who has priority. Don't force your way through. Show courtesy and consideration to other road users. Question 31. What should you do when going through a contraflow system on a motorway? Answer is B. Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. At roadworks, and especially where a contraflow system is operating, a speed restriction is likely to be in place. Keep to the lower speed limit and don't switch lanes or get too close to the vehicle in front of you. Be aware that there will be no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Question 32. When would you use an emergency area on a motorway? Answer is B. In cases of emergency or breakdown. On some motorways, emergency areas are built at the side of the carriageway. If you break down, try to get your vehicle into the emergency area where there's an emergency telephone. The phone connects directly to a control center. Before rejoining the motorway, you must call the control center. A lane may need to be closed to allow you to rejoin safely. Question 33. You're looking for somewhere to safely park your vehicle. Where would you choose to park? Answer is D. In a designated parking space. It may be tempting to park where you shouldn't while you run a quick errand. Careless parking is a selfish act and could endanger other road users. Question 34. You're driving on a busy main road. What should you do if you find that you're driving in the wrong direction? Answer is B. Turn around in a side road. Don't turn around in a busy street or reverse from a side road into a main road. Find a quiet side road and choose a place to turn around where you won't obstruct an entrance or exit. Look out for pedestrians and cyclists as well as other traffic. Question 35. When may you stop on an urban clearway? Answer is C. To set down and pick up passengers. Urban clearways have their times of operation clearly signed. You may only stop to pick up or set down passengers. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. No motorcycles. You must comply with all traffic signs and be especially aware of those signs that apply specifically to the type of vehicle you're using. Question 37. When may you sound your vehicle's horn? Answer is C. To warn others of your presence. Never sound your vehicle's horn aggressively. You mustn't sound it in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m. or when you're stationary, unless another road user poses a danger. Don't scare animals by sounding your horn. Question 38. Which shape is used for a give way sign? Answer is B. Other warning signs are the same shape and color, but the give way triangle points downwards. When you see this sign, you must give way to traffic on the road that you're about to enter. Question 39. You've stopped at a railway level crossing. What should you do if the red lights continue to flash after a train has gone by? Answer is D. Wait. You must always obey red flashing stoplights. If a train passes but the lights continue to flash, another train will be passing soon. Cross only when the lights go off and the barriers open. Question 40. Who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration certificate, V5C, is updated? Answer is B. The registered vehicle keeper. It's your legal responsibility to keep the details on your vehicle registration certificate, V5C, up to date. You should tell the licensing authority about any changes. These include your name, address, or vehicle details. If you don't do this, you may have problems when you try to sell your vehicle. Question 41. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No parking on the days and times shown. Urban clearways are provided to keep traffic flowing at busy times. You may stop only briefly to set down or pick up passengers. Times of operation will vary from place to place, so always check the signs. Question 42. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. With flow bus and cycle lane. Buses and cycles can travel in this lane. In this example, they'll flow in the same direction as other traffic. If it's busy, They may be passing you on the left, so watch out for them. Times on the sign will show the lane's hours of operation. If no times are shown, or there's no sign at all, this means the lane is in operation 24 hours a day. In some areas, other vehicles, such as taxis and motorcycles, are allowed to use bus lanes. The sign will show if this is the case. Question 43. An injured motorcyclist is lying unconscious in the road. The traffic has stopped and there's no further danger. What could you do to help? Answer is D. Seek medical assistance. If someone has been injured, the sooner proper medical attention is given, the better. Ask someone to phone for help or do it yourself. An injured person should only be moved if they're in further danger. An injured motorcyclist's helmet shouldn't be removed unless it's essential. Question 44. You arrive at an incident. A pedestrian is bleeding heavily from a leg wound. The leg isn't broken and there's nothing in the wound. How could you help? Answer is C. Apply firm pressure over the wound. You should protect yourself from exposure to blood, and then apply firm pressure over the wound to stem the flow of blood. As soon as practical, fasten a pad to the wound with a bandage or length of cloth. Use the cleanest material available. Question 45. Which document may the police ask you to produce after you've been involved in a collision? Answer is C. Your driving license. You must stop if you've been involved in a collision that results in injury or damage. The police may ask to see your driving license and insurance details at the time or later at a police station. Question 46. What does the following sign warn you about? Answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles. This sign warns you about slow-moving vehicles. Question 47. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is C. Traffic queues likely ahead. This warning sign tells you about likely queues ahead. Question 48. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. Pedestrians on road. This sign warns you of pedestrians on the road. Question 49. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. No vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown. This is a regulatory sign with a red circle suggesting some sort of prohibition. The sign tells you that no vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown are allowed. Question 50. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Parking place for buses only, no time limit. This sign means that this is a parking place for buses only, no time limit. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 1. When should you flash your headlights at other road users? Answer is C. When letting them know that you're there. You should only flash your headlights to warn others of your presence. Don't use them to greet others, show impatience, or give priority to other road users, because they could misunderstand your signal. Question 2. You're waiting in a traffic queue at night. How can you avoid dazzling drivers behind you? Answer is B. Use the parking brake and release the foot brake. In queuing traffic, your brake lights can dazzle drivers behind you. If you apply your parking brake, you can take your foot off the foot brake. This will turn off the brake lights so that they can't dazzle the driver behind you. Question 3. What should you do to avoid fuel spillage? Answer is B. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. When learning to drive, it's a good idea to practice filling your car with fuel. Ask your instructor if you can use a petrol station and fill the fuel tank yourself. You need to know where the filler cap is on the car you're driving, so you know which side of the pump to park at. Take care not to overfill the tank and make sure you secure the filler cap correctly, so that no fuel leaks onto the road while you're driving. Question 4. How can you plan your route before starting a long journey? Answer is C. Use a route planner on the internet. Various route planners are available on the internet. Most of them give you several options, allowing you to choose between the most direct route and quieter roads. They may also identify rest and fuel stops. Print off the directions and take them with you. Question 5. You service your own vehicle. How should you dispose of the old engine oil? Answer is A. Take it to a local authority site. It's illegal to pour engine oil down any drain. Oil is a pollutant and harmful to wildlife. Dispose of it safely at an authorized site. Question 6. What does it mean if the signs at a bus lane show no times of operation? Answer is C. The lane is in operation 24 hours a day. Bus lane signs show the vehicles allowed to use the lane and its times of operation. Where no times are shown, the bus lane is in operation 24 hours a day. Question 7. Which instrument panel warning light would show that headlights are on main beam? Answer is D. You should be aware of all the warning lights and visual aids on the vehicle you're driving. If you're driving a vehicle for the first time, you should familiarize yourself with all the controls, warning lights, and visual aids before you set off. Question 8. What can cause excessive or uneven tire wear? Answer is D. A faulty braking system. If you see that parts of the tread on your tires are wearing before others, it may indicate a brake, suspension, or wheel alignment fault. Regular servicing will help to detect faults at an early stage, and this will avoid the risk of minor faults becoming serious or even dangerous. Question 9. How can you avoid wasting fuel? Answer is A. By having your vehicle serviced regularly. If you don't have your vehicle serviced regularly, the engine will gradually become less efficient. This will cause increased fuel consumption and, in turn, an increase in the amount of harmful emissions it produces. Question 10. Why should you try and park in a secure car park? Answer is D. It helps deter thieves. Whenever possible, leave your car in a secure car park. This will help deter thieves. Question 11. You're parked on the road at night. When must you use parking lights? Answer is C. When the speed limit exceeds 30 miles per hour. When parking at night, park in the direction of the traffic. This will enable other road users to see the reflectors on the rear of your vehicle. Use your parking lights if the speed limit is over 30 miles per hour. Question 12. How can you reduce the environmental harm caused by your motor vehicle? Answer is B. Keep engine revs low. Engines that burn fossil fuels produce exhaust emissions that are harmful to health. The harder you make the engine work, the more emissions it will produce. Engines also use more fuel and produce higher levels of emissions when they're cold. Anything you can do to reduce your use of fossil fuels will help the environment. Question 13. What should you remove from your car before leaving it unattended? Answer is A. The vehicle registration document. Never leave the vehicle registration document inside your car. This document would help a thief to dispose of your car more easily. Question 14. What should you do when you're using a contraflow system? Answer is C. Choose an appropriate lane in good time. In a contraflow system, you'll be traveling close to oncoming traffic and sometimes in narrow lanes. You should get into the correct lane in good time, obey any temporary speed limit signs, and keep a safe separation distance from the vehicle ahead. Question 15. What's the main cause of skidding? Answer is D. The driver. Skidding is usually caused by driver error. You should always adjust your driving to take account of the road and weather conditions. Question 16. What should you do if you become tired while you're driving on a motorway? Answer is C. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. If you feel yourself becoming tired or sleepy, you should leave the motorway at the next exit or services and stop for a rest. If you have to drive a long way, leave earlier and plan your journey to include rest stops. That way, you're less likely to become tired while driving and you'll still arrive in good time. Question 17. Where would you see this sign? Answer is D. On the rear of a school bus or coach. Vehicles that are used to carry children to and from school will be traveling at busy times of the day. If you're following a vehicle with this sign, be prepared for it to make frequent stops. It might pick up or set down passengers in places other than normal bus stops. Question 18. Why do motorcyclists wear bright clothing? Answer is A. To make them more visible. Motorcycles and scooters are generally smaller than other vehicles and can be difficult to see. Wearing bright clothing makes it easier for other road users to see a motorcyclist approaching, especially at junctions. Question 19. You're on a country road. What should you expect to see coming towards you on your side of the road? Answer is D. Pedestrians. On a quiet country road, always be aware that there may be a hazard just around the next bend, such as a slow-moving vehicle or pedestrians. Pedestrians are advised to walk on the right-hand side of the road if there's no pavement, so they may be walking towards you on your side of the road. Question 20. You want to reverse into a side road. What should you do if you aren't sure that the area behind your car is clear? Answer is A. Get out and check. If you can't tell whether there's anything behind you, it's always safest to check before reversing. There may be a small child or a low obstruction close behind your car. Question 21. You're driving towards a zebra crossing. What should you do if a person in a wheelchair is waiting to cross? Answer is C. Be prepared to stop. You should slow down and be prepared to stop, as you would for an able-bodied person. Don't wave them across, as other traffic may not stop. Question 22. Which vehicles are least likely to be affected by side wind? Answer is C. Cars. Although cars are the least likely to be affected, side winds can take anyone by surprise. This is most likely to happen after overtaking a large vehicle, when passing gaps between hedges or buildings, and on exposed sections of road. Question 23. Why is it more difficult to overtake a large vehicle than a car? Answer is B. It will take longer to overtake a large vehicle. Depending on relative speed, it will usually take you longer to pass a lorry than other vehicles. Hazards to watch for include oncoming traffic, junctions ahead, bends or dips that could restrict your view, and signs or road markings that prohibit overtaking. Make sure you can see that it's safe to complete the maneuver before you start to overtake. Question 24. You're driving in heavy traffic on a wet road. Which lights should you use if there's a lot of surface spray? Answer is D. Dipped headlights. You must make sure that other road users can see you, but you don't want to dazzle them. Use your dipped headlights during the day if visibility is poor. If visibility falls below 100 meters, 328 feet, you may use your rear fog lights, but don't forget to turn them off when the visibility improves. Question 25. What should you do if you have to make a journey in foggy conditions? Answer is D. Leave plenty of time for your journey. If you're planning to make a journey when it's foggy, listen to the weather reports. If visibility is very poor, avoid making unnecessary journeys. If you do travel, leave plenty of time, and if someone is waiting for you to arrive, let them know that your journey will take longer than normal. This will also take off any pressure you may feel to rush. Question 26. What should you do when you're overtaking at night? Answer is B. Beware of bends in the road ahead. Don't overtake if there's a possibility of a road junction, bend, or brow of a bridge or hill ahead. There are many hazards that are difficult to see in the dark. Only overtake if you're certain that the road ahead is clear. Don't take a chance. Question 27. What's a rumble device designed to do? Answer is A. Alert you to a hazard. A rumble device consists of raised markings or strips designed to give drivers an audible, visual, and tactile warning. These devices are used in various locations, including in the line separating the hard shoulder and the left-hand lane on the motorway and on the approach to some hazards, to alert drivers to the need to slow down. Question 28. Why is traveling in neutral for long distances, known as coasting, bad driving technique? Answer is B. There won't be any engine braking. Try to look and plan well ahead. Plan your approach to hazards and select the correct gear in good time. This will help give you the control you need to deal with anything unexpected that may occur. Question 29. You're on a motorway. What does it mean when a mandatory speed limit is displayed above the hard shoulder? Answer is B. The hard shoulder can be used as a running lane. A mandatory speed limit sign above the hard shoulder shows that this part of the road can be used as a running lane between junctions. You must stay within the speed limit. Look out for vehicles that may have broken down and could be blocking the hard shoulder. Question 30. What should you do if you're driving on a motorway and you miss the exit that you wanted to take? Answer is C. Carry on to the next exit. It's illegal to reverse, cross the central reservation or drive against the traffic flow on a motorway. If you miss your exit, carry on until you reach the next one. Ask yourself why you missed your exit. If you think that your concentration is fading, take a break before continuing your journey. Question 31. When are you allowed to park in a parking bay for disabled drivers? Answer is A. When you have a blue badge. Don't park in a space reserved for disabled people unless you or your passenger are a blue badge holder. The badge must be displayed on the dashboard or fascia panel, where it can be clearly read through the front windscreen. Question 32. Which sign means no motor vehicles allowed? Answer is D. This sign is used to enable pedestrians to walk free from traffic. It's often found in shopping areas. Question 33. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Pass either side to get to the same destination. These signs are often seen in one-way streets that have more than one lane. When you see this sign, use the route that's the most convenient and doesn't require a late change of direction. Question 34. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Risk of ice. It will take up to 10 times longer to stop when it's icy. Where there's a risk of icy conditions, You need to be aware of this and take extra care. If you think the road may be icy, don't brake or steer harshly, as your tires could lose their grip on the road. Question 35. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Give way to trams. Obey the give way signs. Trams are unable to steer around you if you misjudge when it's safe to enter the junction. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. End of restriction. Temporary restrictions on motorways are shown on signs that have flashing amber lights. At the end of the restriction, you'll see this sign without any flashing lights. Question 37. What's the maximum fine for driving or riding without insurance? Answer is D. Unlimited. Driving or riding without insurance is a serious offence. As well as an unlimited fine, you may be disqualified or incur penalty points. Question 38. Who's responsible for paying the vehicle tax? Answer is C. The registered keeper of the vehicle. The registered keeper of the vehicle is responsible for paying the vehicle tax or making a statutory off-road notification, SORN, if the vehicle is to be kept untaxed and off the road. Question 39. When could the cost of your insurance be reduced? Answer is D. When you complete the Pass Plus scheme. The cost of insurance varies with your age and how long you've been driving. Usually, the younger you are, the more expensive it is, especially if you're under 25. Pass Plus provides additional training to newly qualified drivers. The scheme is recognized by many insurance companies, and taking this extra training could give you reduced insurance premiums, as well as improving your skills and experience. Question 40. There's been a collision. How can you help a driver who's suffering from shock? Answer is C. Reassure them confidently. A casualty suffering from shock may have injuries that aren't immediately obvious. Call the emergency services, then stay with the person in shock, offering reassurance until the experts arrive. Question 41. You've just passed your driving test. What's the maximum authorized mass, MAM, of any trailer that you can tow? Answer is D. 3,500 kilograms. When you pass your driving test, you're allowed to tow a trailer up to 3,500 kilograms MAM without taking an extra test. If you want to tow a heavier trailer, you'll have to pass either a CE or DE category test, dependent on the towing vehicle. Question 42. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. This sign is a reminder to pedestrians to look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. Question 43. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Waiting prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. This sign tells you that waiting is prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for at least 4 consecutive months. Question 44. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Lane ahead is closed and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. A white diagonal arrow means that the lane is closed ahead and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. Question 45. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Mandatory with-flow pedal cycle lane. This sign indicates a mandatory with-flow pedal cycle lane. Other vehicles must not use this part of the carriageway except to pick up or set down passengers. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And you want to support us, you just go to our channel and click on the join button to join our channel membership, link in the description. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No through road. You won't be able to find a through route to another road. Use this road only for access. Question 47. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Vehicle checks. Temporary signs like this are put out when vehicles are to be stopped for an excise license check or vehicle inspection. Question 48. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No right turn. This sign indicates that there is no right turn. Question 49. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Level crossing without a gate or barrier. This sign is used to indicate a level crossing without a gate or barrier. Question 50. Long low vehicles may be at risk of. Answer is B. Grounding. Long low vehicles may be at risk of grounding. Drivers of such vehicles must phone before crossing. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.